So just come to a comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like for you. It can be legs out. It can be legs like this. You can be kneeling, whatever feels good for you. And then press down into your tailbone and course it in at your rib cage. Good. And then roll your shoulders in and up. Exhale, open your mouth, roll your shoulders in and out, let go. Good, roll your shoulders in and up. Exhale, open your mouth, let go. Then bring to mind a mistake you made, something you forgot to do. You didn't call your friend back. You didn't realize it was their birthday. And just inhale, roll your shoulders in and up. Good, and then exhale, open your mouth, let it go. And again, inhale, roll your shoulders in and up. Exhale, let it go. And then just take a moment, like, do you have a little bit of a knot in your tummy or your head from that? And then let's inhale, let's take your arms out, press that air away. Good, and then inhale, hands to your heart. And then exhale and create some empathy for yourself. Well, what was going on that you forgot their birthday? Good, inhale, hands to your heart. Did you just forget or was it intentionally mean? Good, exhale, press that negative energy away. Good, and then inhale, bring your hands to your heart and just create a little bit of empathy for yourself. Seal your lips, inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And then take your right hand in front of you, bring it across, left arm under, kind of giving yourself a one-armed hug, right? Making friends with this mistake. What can you learn from forgetting your friend's birthday, from forgetting to call your friend back? Good. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, right ear to the right shoulder. Good. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder. Good. And then inhale, arms up. Take your arms out to the side. Good. And then twist over to the left. Right hand on your left knee, left fingertips behind you. Lift. Good. And then exhale, drop your chin. Good. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, be humble. Good. And then inhale, lift your arms out to the side. Good. Bring your hands forward. Maybe they're on your knees. That's what I would do if I were you, Stella. Maybe they're here. Press in your hands. Good. Be humble. Be mindful. What could you do differently? Maybe put their birthday on your calendar. Maybe put a reminder on your phone. Maybe just say you're sorry and move on. Good. And then inhale, come on up. Good. Bring your toes to the mat. Lift your chest, lift your arms, add your core. You can do this. You're okay. You're not a bad person. Nice. And then switch which leg's in front if you're sitting crisscross. Nice. And then inhale, bring your hands to your heart, lift and lengthen. Exhale, press all that bad negative energy away. You're not a bad person. You made a mistake. Good. Inhale, hands to your heart. Good. Exhale, press that bad energy away. Good. Inhale, hands to your heart. Good. Exhale. I'm going to twist on this side the next time. So left hand on your right knee, right fingertips behind you. Lift and lengthen. Good, and then let it go. Stop just beating yourself up in that cycle. It's done, it's over, so we can't fix the past, we can just fix the future. Good, and then inhale, come back to center, hands to your heart. Good. Bring your left arm in front, give yourself a hug. Bring your right arm under. Good. Press your left arm into your right arm into your left. Lift and lengthen. Good, and then exhale, left ear, left shoulder. Back to center, right ear, right shoulder, back to center, and then this time give yourself a hug. Give yourself a hug. It's okay to make mistakes. It doesn't make you a bad person. Nice. And then maybe lift your elbows, opening the back of your heart. Good. And then make your way onto your back. And let's do some hip and hamstring openers. So pressing into both of your feet. Let's take your right ankle on top of your left knee. Press that right thigh open with your right hand. Pull in your low belly. Inhale. Exhale. Pull your shoulder blades into the mat. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Pull your shoulder blades into the mat. Good. Then lift your chest so that you engage your core and pull your legs towards you. Good. So feel your core engage, feel your legs engage, and then either grab your left foot and press your right knee away, or grab behind your legs and then relax your head deep in the stretch. Relax your shoulder blades down your mat. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And then bring your left foot to the mat. Scoot your hips over to the right. And then twist to the left so that your right foot ends up on the mat. Cinch in your belly. Press in your hands and press that right foot into the floor. See if your big toe, your pinky toe, and your heel can be like evenly pressed into the floor as much as possible. Good. And then deepen the stretch by pressing that left thigh away. Good. Inhale. So opening that side part of your hip, kind of opening to possibility and being fluid with yourself. Nice. And then come back to center. Bend that right knee into your chest. Good. And then send your right leg up towards the sky, pointing your toes towards your face. Engage this whole, your quad, the back of your hamstrings. Good. Lift your head towards your leg so you engage your core. Grab somewhere on your leg with or without a band, and then let your head relax. Keep that leg engaged. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. And then take that right leg out to the side. Press that right foot away. Maybe you're making a shelf. Maybe you're grabbing underneath your underneath your knee. Press that leg straight and away from you. Nice. And then exhale. Hug your knees into your chest. And then we'll switch sides. So both feet on the mat for a moment. Press into your belly, core sit in. Press the backs of your shoulders, the back of your head into the mat. Nice. And then take your left ankle on top of your right knee. Good. And then just press that left thigh away. So now your job is to notice. I want you to notice which poses feel helpful, where you might need to make a modification, what you might need to do more of. So your job isn't to do everything I do, but just to notice what feels really good. Nice. Then lift your head, invite your core to the party, bring your knee in towards your chest. Good. And then either grab your left foot and your left knee or grab behind that right leg. Good. Engage your core. Good. And then let your head come back to the mat. Nice. Relax those shoulders, Stella. Nice. Pull in your belly. Open your heart. Nice. And then bring your right foot to the mat. Release your hands. Maybe scoot your hips over to the left a little bit. Take your hands out in a T so you don't fall over. And twist over to the left. So try and get your left foot onto the mat. And if you're doing a different twist, it doesn't matter. I just want you to feel an opening in the left side of your hip. Nice. Good job. And then if you want to deepen the stretch, press that left thigh away. You'll feel it go down the left side of your hip and into your left glute. Good. And then come back to center. Bend that left knee into your chest. Good. And then send that left foot up towards the sky. If you are super open, which I am not, you can straighten that right leg. But if you know you're tight in your hamstring, keep that right knee bent. So play around with what feels good and is appropriate for you. Nice. Stella, take your left leg farther away so you can really, yes, make it strong and straight. Nice. Take your left foot, Dev Rauscher, a little farther away. A little farther away from you so you can make it straighter. Good. So press in your heel. Inhale. Exhale. Pull your toes towards you. Press that heel. Yeah. Exhale. Nice. And then take your hands out to the side. Scoot your right foot a little bit to the right for balance, and then take your left leg over to the side. Use a piece of furniture, use your elbow, try and press it straight. Really nice, really good. Active strength and stretching. Nice. And then come back to center, hug your knees in your chest, and take a moment. What felt good? What do I need to modify? Maybe I could go a little deeper in something. Take that in. Nice. And then let's make our way on up. Good. To all fours. Nice. So I want you to press into your hands, shoulders over your wrists, and then do circles around on your wrists. You can make it easier by taking your knees closer to your wrist, Stella, or you can make it harder, Dev Rauscher, by making your knees farther away, and everyone else do what works for you. Nice. Go the other way. Nice. And then turn your right fingertips towards your knees. Again, you can have your knees closer or farther away. And bend that right elbow, lift that thumb, stretch your wrists. Good. Switch sides. Turn your left fingertips towards you. Nice. And then walk your hands forward and wide. Press on the mat, melt your heart into the mat. Really keep your hips up, melt your heart into the mat. Good. Pat, I want you to notice how this feels to you and almost like skip down dog if that's not good for your shoulders, or I'll just leave you alone, okay? So you decide. So press in your hands, open up your armpits, really bring your heart or your mind's eye to the mat. Be present. Good. And then from here, walk your hands underneath your shoulders. Come forward and down. Good. And then hands behind you, squeeze your pelvic floor, lift your heart, lift your arms. Locust pose. Nice. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Right elbow on top of left. Bend your knees. Go from side to side. Turn your head to the right. Good. Bring your face back to the mat. This time, if you can, interlace your hands or grab the backs of your pants to open up your shoulders more, or you can skip it. Squeeze your pelvic floor, lift your chest, open up your shoulders. Nice. If you want to add your legs and that doesn't hurt your low back, you can do that. 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring your face down. Turn your head the other way. Notice, oh, when I lift my legs, that hurt my low back, or it didn't, and it felt good. It felt like a good strengthening. Just notice what felt good to you. Nice. Slide your fingertips next to your chest. Grab the mat, hug your elbows in. Good. And then come on up onto all fours. And then from there, tuck your toes under, come to down dog. So see how that feels, Pat? And if it's no good, ditch it. Yes, with your knees bent, that looks perfect. So see how that feels. Good. So stay there for a moment if it feels bad in your shoulders. Pedal out your legs if it doesn't. Nice. Good. And then come on to all fours. Step your right foot forward. So I want you to, we're going to focus on our feet. We're going to focus on our hips being aligned, our core being engaged, and our focal point. So press down into your right foot, press down into your left foot. Or you can tuck that left foot under, like drive that knee down. Fix your ponytail. Squeeze your hips in. Nice. And then from here, let's take your right arm up. Bend your elbow, make a fist. Lift your heart. Good. And then take that left arm back. Bend your elbow, make a fist, and press your right elbow into your left elbow into your right. So they're not even anywhere near each other. And then if you can easily open up your hands and take that into the opening, I know you can do that, Amanda, do that. Otherwise, make the fists. Pull in your belly, find your focus. Nice. And then exhale, release. Good, right leg back and forth. Nice. So here's another way. So we already got our hamstrings laying down. Here's another way we can get our hamstrings if we don't even do downward facing dog. Good. Bring your fingertips in line with your toes. Come back down onto all fours. Good. Pull in your belly. And then come forward and down. And then locust pose again. So interlace your hands, grab your pants. Squeeze your pelvic floor. This time, let's press in your toes, lift your chest. See how that feels? Don't go too high. Good. Exhale. Right hand on top of left, turn your head to the right. Bend your knees, go from side to side. Okay, come back to center. This next time, we're going to add lifting our legs. See how that is for you. Yogi's choice with your arms. You can interlace your arms. You can not interlace your arms. Squeeze your pelvic floor. Squeeze your booty. Lift your chest. And then try lifting your legs a little bit. See if that's okay for you. That'll strengthen the back of your hamstrings. Nice. Come back down. Turn your head the other way. Notice. That was okay. That was too much. Yogi's choice. Good. Slide your hands in. Hug your elbows in tight. Come up onto all fours. Invite your core to the party. Tuck your toes under. Downward facing dog with your knees bent. Nice. Nice, Deb Rauscher. Now make sure you spread your hands, Deb Rauscher, and really grab the mat. Take that wider grip, right, where you turn your hands out. See how that feels in your shoulders? Nice. And then from here, let's just come forward part way to plank or all the way to plank. Come on back. So part way to plank if you have wrist issues, all the way to plank if you don't. Squeeze your belly. Come on back. Nice. And then come on to all fours. Step your left foot forward. Nice. Start with your feet. So drive that left foot down. Drive that right foot down. Top of your foot or your toes. Make sure your foot's not like over here, right? Like trying to visit your Aunt Mary. Right? Squeeze those hips in. Cinch your core. Good. And then lift that left arm forward and up. Start with that fist. Bend your elbows. So strengthening in a lengthened position. Take that right arm back. Make a fist. And just start with two fists. Head into your arm. Good. Stay here. Or now you can open your hands. You can maybe grab fingers. For me right now, that would be forced. So I'm going to just stay with my hands open but not touching. Nice. And then exhale, release. Squeeze those hips in. Hold that leg forward and back. Nice. Good. Engage your core. Nice. And then hands to the mat. Good. Come forward and bend down. Good. This time we're going to do Cobra. So you're going to either do Cobra with no weight in your wrists, or a little weight in your wrist. So press in your toes, hug those elbows in, fingertips are next to your chest, squeeze your booty, and then just low cobra. So you hardly come up at all. Your knees just lift, you press in your toes. Yes. And then bring your face to the mat. And then squeeze your belly, hug your elbows in, low cobra or medium cobra. One of them is going to be better for you because of your wrist or because of your low back. Nice. Exhale, come all the way down. Lift your knees, squeeze your booty, hug your elbows in. Come up onto all fours and then into downward facing dog. Or go to puppy pose. Nice, Pat. I like that. Good. So if you're in puppy pose, press in your hands, lift your armpits. Same with down dog. Good job. Nice. And then let's come on to all fours. We're going to pull in your belly. Take your right leg back. Tuck that back toe under. So hug your legs towards each other. Press into that left toe and that right hand. Engage your core, look at your focus, and then bring that left arm forward. Sunbird pose. Yep, look forward, Amanda. Look forward, Susan, so I can see your pretty face. Nice. And then if you're feeling sassy, bring your elbow to your knee. Or left hand down. Nice. Or left hand down and just bring your knee in and out. Amanda's like, wait a minute, can I go back to that 20-degree mountain? This is hard, right? You got to really use your core. Nice. And then bring that right knee forward. Good job. Nice. And we'll bring your left hand down. We'll do a little twist. So hug into that right knee with your right hand. Pull in your belly, lengthen your spine. And then reach that right arm up. Press that left arm down. If you want to, you can lift that back leg or not. Yogi's choice. Good. And then make your way back down. Good. And then on your knees, grab the mat. Squeeze your belly. Come forward and pause halfway. And come all the way down. That wasn't very nice, huh? Just make your way down, Stella. Stella's like, nope. And then same thing. So squeeze the mat, hug your elbows in, squeeze your belly, low cobra. Just lift your knees, just lift your chest a little bit. That'll get your upper back. No weight in your hands. Or medium cobra. What feels better to you? Nice. Everyone's form looks perfect. Nice. Exhale, come back down. Good. And then press up onto all fours. Take a puppy pose or a downward facing dog, just to take a break. Nice. And don't worry, we'll do forearm plank, Stella. I haven't forgotten you. Good. Bring your chest to the ground. Nice. And then we're going to make our way onto all fours on the other side. So however you want to get there, you can just go to your knees. You can flow to your knees. Good. So let's go slow. Hands are underneath your shoulders. Engage your core, right? So don't let your core just jump down. Engage your core. Good. Let's start with, take that left foot back, just your toes. And then lift it. Squeeze your left leg towards your right. Squeeze your left leg towards your right. Good. Now come onto your right fingertips. Maybe you just go there. Good. Maybe your arm comes forward. Nice. And then if you're feeling sassy, you can have both hands down and do knee to nose, Amanda. If you're just like, I just got home, leave me alone. Or you can do elbow to knee and just laugh if you fall, right? Because this is a practice. I fell this morning doing my practice. Nice. Good. And then from here, take a rest. Good job, you guys. So I know we're not going fast, but I am tired because we're working hard. We're being mindful of our movement. So just bring your mind to what's going on without any judgment. Nice. All right. And then from here, let's just make our way on up. You're going to just make your way to standing. So you can skip down dog if you want, Pat, and just stand up, or come to down dog, step your left foot to your right foot to your left. Come to flat back. So we'll all just meet here. Cinch this in, right? Put your hands around your waist, cinch it in, right? You got your own Spanx on with your hands. Nice. So stay here or fold. Really pressing into your feet, big toe, pinky toe, heel. And then inhale, as you come up, squeeze your pelvic floor, activate your toes. Lift your hands to your heart. Good, bring your hands to your heart. Nice. Let's do a half salutation so we can really focus on our breath and our feet. So just standing here, lift your toes. Feel those toe pads. So your toes are lifted. You should feel right under your big toe, your pinky toe, and your heel. And then drop them on down. Good. Zip up, corset up your belly, and squeeze your pelvic floor as you press your hands into prayer. So feel all that activation just standing. Nice. And then let's focus on our breath. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, flat back or fold. If you fold, really pull in your belly. Good. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, focusing on your breath. Good. And then inhale, press into your feet, squeeze your pelvic floor, reach your arms up. Nice. Bring your hands to your heart. Nice. And then let's do standing lunges. So inhale, press in your feet, squeeze your pelvic floor, arms up. Good. Exhale, flat back or fold. Pull in your pelvic floor, whatever you're doing. Good. Then let's take your hands on your hips, pull your elbows back, opening your chest. Shift your weight to your left foot and step that right leg back into a lunge. Now you might already know that Warrior One is better for you. So if that's the case, do that. Nice. Good. So Amanda, your foot went from here. This is good. Everyone can see this. So you were here and then you brought your foot over here. So let's come back to this. Good. So come down into chair, squeeze that pelvic floor, take the weight out of that right foot, and try and just take it directly behind you without looking. That's much better. Okay, and then you're allowed to adjust it. You can do Crescent Lunge or Warrior One, but cinch in at your hips, squeeze, good, and then add your arms. Inhale. Maybe your arms are lower. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Hands to the mat. Downward facing dog, stay there. Downward facing dog, plank down dog, or take a flow if you want to. Nice. Listen to your body. Good job. Nice. All right, and then from downward facing dog, I want you to lift your heels and press in your hands. So lift those heels up. Yep. Press in your hands like you feel like if you were doing a handstand. And then take that right leg up behind you. Bend your knee, open your hip. Good. And then bring your right knee to your nose. Press in your hands. Bring it back. If you need to, you can be on your knees. Good. Bring your right knee over to your right elbow. Engage your core. Good. Bring it back. Good. And then bring your knee to your nose. Step your right foot through. Come into a lunge. Lunge. Yeah, put it into a crescent lunge. So bend your front knees. Squeeze your hips together. Good. Cinch in here. Nice. And then from here, bring your hands to prayer. Press in your feet. Squeeze your pelvic floor. Good. And then shift. Step your left foot to your right. Good. flat back or fold. Good. And then press into your feet, squeeze your pelvic floor. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Nice. Exhale, hands to your heart. Good. Left side, press into your feet, squeeze your pelvic floor, lift your heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, flat back or fold. Good. Inhale, flat back. Squeeze your hands, press your feet, squeeze your pelvic floor. Share prayer, Amanda. Nice. And then, yes, hands to your hips. Pull those elbows back so that opens your heart. Shift your weight to your right foot. Step that left leg back with control. Nice. So you kind of went again to a warrior two. So step your left foot forward, Amanda. See if you can keep your hips. So everyone take your hands square. You squeeze your hips together so they stay straight. And then just step back, looking forward. Yes, much better. Good. Bend that front knee. Everyone take your hands on the side of your hips. Squeeze them towards each other so your hips are aligned. Yes. Good. Good. Cinch in. Nice. Add your arms. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe they're lower. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Press near your feet. Make sure that the weight is even in your big toe, your pinky toe, your heel. Good. And then hands to the mat. Down dog. Rest in child's pose. Down dog plank. Down dog. Nice. So Maseo, walk your hands forward. Walk your hands a little forward. Good. Now come plank. Yes. Now down dog. Yes. Good. All right. And then from down dog or on your knees, actually in down dog, if you're in down dog, lift your heels and really take your hands. Make sure they're wide enough, Deb. Good. And then bring that left leg up behind you. Good. Bring your knee to your nose. Squeeze your belly. Invite your core to the party. Good. Send it back. Bring your knee to your left elbow. Good. And then send it back. Bring your knee to your nose. Step your left foot through. Good. Squeeze your hips together. Nice. And I don't think we twisted on this other side, so I'm going to just do that now. So let's either drop your right knee. Let's just all start here. Squeeze your hips together. Take your right hand down and press that left knee in. Lengthen and twist. And then you can take that left arm up. You can lift the back leg, squeeze your belly. Nice. And then exhale. Step your right foot to your left. Sweep your arms up. Nice. Hands to your heart. Good job. All right, and then we're going to do a warrior three to dancer pose. Good. So press into your feet, lift your toes, squeeze your pelvic floor, lift your heart. Inhale, arms up. Good. Exhale. Flat back or fold. Inhale. Come to chair prayer. So get your booty down low. Take your hands into prayer. Good. And then shift your weight to your left foot. Lift that right heel. Step it back and go nice and wide. So warrior one. Good. Take your hands on the side of your hips. Squeeze them together. And Amanda, take that back foot more towards the opening in that room. More to the right. Yes. So squeeze those hips. Good. And then this time, let's straighten that left leg. Squeeze your legs together. Stretch that left hamstring. So hands start on the top of your thigh and check in with your feet. Big toe, pinky toe, heel. Engage your core. Pull your shoulder blades down your back. Yes. Good. And then from here, let's shift. Hands in prayer or hands out to the side. Bring that right leg back. Squeeze your right leg towards your left. Hands out to the side, hands in front of you, hands in prayer. Bring your right foot next to your left. Good. Nice. Now, most of the weight's on your left foot. Squeeze those hips together. Left hand can be on the wall, just because I'm next to the wall. Left hand can be up. Cinch everything in. Take the weight out of that left leg. And then bend your right leg and bring it towards your booty. If you can reach it, grab it. So Amanda, drive that right knee down. Drive that right knee down more. If you can reach it, bring your foot into your hand. If you need a strap, use the strap. Nice. And then exhale, step back. Warrior one. Good. Hands to the mat. And then however you want to get to the floor, we're going to do Sphinx Pose. So make your way to the floor. Good. And then come on to your elbows. Nice. So I want you to really grip the mat. Press in your elbows. Your chest should lift. Make sure your elbows are under your shoulders. Good. So try scooching your elbows a little farther forward, maybe, Pat. And if that's no good, ignore me as usual. Good. And then we're going to try something else that's hard. This is, I'm calling this Stella's pose. So I want you to lift your hips. Good. Take your knees wider. And then see if you can reach that left arm forward, like help get me out of here. So lift your hips, Maseo. Pull that belly in. Good. Left hand down. Engage your belly, really squeeze it in. Right hand comes forward. Nice. Exhale, come all the way down. Sphinx pose. Well, that wasn't very nice. So let's try that again. So keep your legs nice and wide. Lift your hips, right? So you're kind of in a modified forearm plank. Engage that belly. So really pull it in. Shift your weight to your left hand. Reach that right arm out. Good. Switch. Switch your weight to your right elbow. Nice. And then take a puppy pose. So let your heart melt. Opening up your low back. Nice. And then from here, come to downward facing dog. Bend your knees. Come forward. Flat back or fold. Pull in your belly, sweep your arms up. Nice. Exhale, hands to your heart. Good. And then we'll do the left side. So inhale, let's just go right to chair. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, chair pose. So reach those arms, let the weight go into your heels, lift your toes. Good. And then bring your hands to prayer. Shift your weight to your right foot. Step that left leg back into warrior one. So you're wider, right? Good. So take that left foot wider, Debar. Yes. Make sure your big toe is at a kind of pointing towards that left corner. And then let's all straighten our legs. So you don't have to turn your hip, Amanda. Just take that left foot wider. Take it extra wide. Yes, so not longer, just wider. So squeeze your hips, everyone. Amanda's like, I'm never coming back. And then bend your front knee. Good. And then add your arms. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And then take your hands on your thigh. Make sure your weight's even in your big toe, your pinky toe, your heel. Slide this down. Right? Check in with your feet. Pull your shoulder blades down your back, Stella. I haven't bugged you enough today. So maybe you, Stella, keep your hands on your hips and pull your shoulders back. Yes, engage that core. Yes, so you're engaging your core while you're stretching your hamstring. Nice, good job. And then from there, hands to the mat. Come to downward facing dog. Good. And then make your way back onto your forearms. and we're gonna do side plank. We're gonna do Stella side plank because I beat her up just enough today. Good. So I want you to press in your elbows again, into your palms, lift your chest, pull those shoulder blades down your back. Nice. And then from here, you're gonna turn onto your left side, press in that elbow, press your feet together. Good. And then let's all start with bending our elbows, lifting our hips. Nice. So make sure your elbows in line with your shoulder and squeeze your pelvic floor, squeeze your booty. Make it harder. Take this leg here. Good. Make it harder. Take this right foot here. Lift this back leg. Reach our arm up and over. Nice. Squeeze your belly. Good. Exhale, come on down. You're going to like this. Bend your knees. Grab that top foot. Stretch that quad. Amanda's like, oh, good. Something I've been wanting to do all class. Nice. Good job. And then you can do a child's pose or a down dog, and then we're going to switch sides while I turn around. Nice. And then meet me back in Sphinx Pose. So come onto your elbows, grip the mat. So let's set up correctly, right? So really press in your elbows, lift your chest, pull in your belly. So you should feel yourself lift, lift, lift. Good. And then turn your right elbow out. Let's start with a bent knee version of this. So squeeze your pelvic floor. Maybe your left hand's on your hip. Maybe that left leg is straight. Maybe the left foot is in front of the right and you're lifting your hip. Maybe that left arm's up and to the side. What's good for you? Maceo's like, it'd be good for me if this part of the class was over. Nice. Good. Exhale, come on down. Bend that left leg. Stretch that left quad. Nice. Take a rest. Take a down dog. Take a flow if you need to. I don't. Good. And then we're going to try a harder version of that pose. Good. So I'm going to just, I'm going to switch sides because it'll be easier for me. Okay. So we're going to be on our left elbow. So you can either do the same thing we did, right? So you can be here, you can be here, you can be here, you can be here, or you can try and stack this left leg on top of your right. Lift those hips, squeeze your pelvic floor. Good job, Stella. Right arm up and over if you want. Nice. Exhale, come on down. Bend that top leg. Good job. And then we'll just do the other side. Good. So coming on to your right elbow, squeeze your pelvic floor. Good. And then same thing. Come onto your knees. Take that left leg out. Squeeze everything, right? Squeeze your pelvic floor. Press that foot away. Or take that left foot on top. Stay lower like this. Or lift that back leg. Or stack your legs. Squeeze your booty. Good job. Whatever is appropriate for you, right? Doesn't matter. Nice. Exhale. Come all the way down. Bend that top leg. Nice. And then let's do pigeon pose, but I'm going to do regular pigeon, or you can do pigeon on your back, or you can do Gomokasana pose. In fact, let's do Gomokasana pose. All right. So most of you, let's just be seated. Amanda, I know you can do, let's lie on your back. Amanda, I know you can do it seated. So you're either going to lay on your back and bring your right knee on top of your left and hug it in. That's the easiest version if you're super tight. Or you can slide this right knee on top of your left seated and get a hamstring and hip opener. Or you can bring this left knee in. So just take a moment to make sure your hips, both sides of your booty are on the ground, whatever feels good to you. Nice. And then let's bring your right arm up, bend your elbow. Good. So if you're doing pigeon, Deb, you can do pigeon, that's fine. Just another hip, but this is more the IT band, that's fine. Good. And then you can just melt down into pigeon. Good. Nice. Pressing your head into your arm. Nice. And then exhale, release. So Deb, you take some hip circles or a down dog. We're going to do something silly. Are you ready? You're just going to take your hands behind you. Turn your knees around. And if it doesn't work, you'll just switch sides. We're just being silly. We're being 10. Nice. Good. So then just do pigeon on the other side, Deb, because you want to be even. Nice. So press down into your mat, whatever you're doing. Lift your chest. Good. Try and get both feet in a position so that your booty is on the ground. Nice. And you can also do this like this. You can do it like this. Another option. Left arm comes up. Bend your elbow. Right arm comes back. Nice. So if you're on your back, do your knee on your knee, Susan, and do like Gomokasana. Just hug your knee. You're good. Hug your knees in your chest. You're good. Nice. Everybody's doing their own thing. Good. If you're sitting up, see if you can press your head into your arms. Nice. Or you can just bend that elbow. Nice. And then if you're laying down, bring your knees to your chest. If you're in pigeon, you can meet us laying down. If you're in Gomokasana, do a forward fold. Great, 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 great. And then let's just make our way into doing one. Let's do one back bend and then we'll close, right? So we're not going to go deep. We've been working nice and hard, so I want you to press into your feet. You can grab the sides of your mat if your shoulders are tight and flip your wrists open. You can just take your arms overhead if your back is wonky and just come up a little bit. You can interlace your hands underneath you and press in your feet. Find the position that works for you. But press in your feet. Lift your hips, squeeze your booty. Press your shoulders, the back of your head into the mat. And then exhale, release, booty to the ground. Take your feet as wide as the mat, go from side to side. Nice, and then let's just do that one more time. So you can do a restorative bridge. You can put a block underneath your low back. Or grab the sides of the mat, lift your hips a little. Or lift them more. Check out what feels good to you. Nice, then release your hands, release your booty. Feet are as wide as the mat. Take your knees from side to side. Nice, and then just send your legs up for a moment. You can come in a shoulder stand. Or I'm just gonna bring my legs towards my face, get one final stretch in the back of my hamstrings. Nice. And then just make your way into your final resting pose. So you can have your feet wide, your knees resting in. You can just splay your legs out. And we're going to come back to where we started. So just take a moment, feeling yourself connected with the floor, connected with everyone here. Focus on being in a safe space, or focus on the sound of the music. And then notice your breath coming in and your breath coming out. And then bring to mind whatever it was you were upset with yourself about. And notice if it's already gone down from breathing it out, from moving your energy in your body. And take a moment to go back and learn. Check in with what was going on. Be mindful of what was going on at the time that you yelled at your friend or you didn't remember their birthday. What was going on with you? Were you tired? Were you hungry? Were you in pain? And then what can you do differently going forward? So rather than just continuing to be upset with yourself and beating yourself up, how can you set yourself up for success going forward? Take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. And then finally moving into being grateful for this mistake. Grateful so you could grow, so you could learn and be better. Yoga is a practice, life is a practice. If you choose to grow, then you will just get better, more joyful, and less stressed out. So just take a few moments to breathe into your heart center and be grateful for your mistakes. And send that to your whole body, mind, and emotions. Take one more round of breath here. Into gratitude, into growth. And then as you're ready, gently turn to one side. Hugging your knees into your chest. Being grateful for yourself for showing up. I'm grateful to everyone else who came here to support each other. And then as you're ready, make your way on up to a comfortable seated position. Bringing your hands to your heart. And namaste.